All right, good afternoon. How you guys doing? Man, it's a cold day up here. When I got up this morning, it was like 17 degrees. Heading to the gym, it was bad, extremely cold. But beside that, it's a nice day out, but it's extremely cold. I just got done completing an appointment. I had to meet with this client at a McDonald's parking lot. Look, wherever you at, we come and meet you there. That's one thing that we do. We provide mobile notary services in multiple counties here in Massachusetts. So whether you're in a campground, whether you're home, whether you're in a shopping plaza, wherever you at, you're having a baby, I'll be there too as you get these documents signed and notarized. So, but all seriousness, right? I just wanted to take this quick time out to talk about some stuff that I've been running into. I feel like, as more of new notaries are coming into this field, it is extremely important that you are taking your time out to understand your role as a notary public, understand what you can and cannot do. And I'm not sure exactly why people are making it difficult for them to, take the time to learn exactly what needs to get done. So I just wanted to just, do this quick video on as far as the don't and do's as a notary public. Past few appointments I've been to, usually once I get there, as I put all my equipment down, I've been noticing that not all, some of the clients just been, they had this baffled look on their face, like, what is this guy doing? What is all this? What is this book? Why is he filling out all this information before he even, notarized my document? And, from speaking with the client, one thing I've noticed is, unfortunately, a lot of notaries are out here going to appointment, not documenting stuff in their journal, which is a complete no. So because of that, we're going to start with that. The don't, what you should not do as a notary public. All right. First and foremost, we do not provide legal advice. We are not attorney. We are not out here pretending to be attorneys. We do not provide legal advice at all. Every now and then you will get a customer or a repeated customer who will they'll try to get information out of you. But there's a fine line with legal advice. If at any point you feel like you are being asked for legal advice, advise them to contact an attorney. That's the best you can do. You can't do anything else. You cannot do anything else. Please do not try to sound smart. Please do not try to, as far as you want to show what you do know, you want them to feel like, oh, this guy's a professional. He knows this, he knows that, or this woman's a professional. She knows this, she knows that, so she advised me to do this and that. No, do not give out legal advice. The only advising you can do is tell them to contact an attorney. And if they don't have an attorney, use Google. Google is your best friend. So that's one thing that we have to remind ourselves. Those who's been in this industry for a long time, we already know it. But for any new upcoming notaries, if you get stuck in a situation where you're borderline giving legal advice, I highly suggest that you do not do that. Advise them to get an attorney. That's it. Don't worry about losing the lead. Don't worry about somebody not using your services. If you cannot provide legal advice Just don't. Know your state laws. It's simple as that. All right. And the next thing of what not to do as a notary is to notarize documents where it it's not completed. Half complete documents, you should not be putting your stamp on that. You will get, customers who be like, well, I won't have time to do it now, but I figure, if I can just get it signed and notarized, I can finish it when I get home. No, that's a no. Please do not fall for that. And some people don't know any better. Some customers really, they don't know. It's your job, as a notary public. That's where you can tell them, hey, per my state law, I cannot notarize this document unless it's been completed. Because it's not your personal rule. It's wherever you have your commission, whichever state you have your commission at, that's the state guideline. So it's not a rule that you are making up. If your state, and most states say you cannot notarize a document that is incomplete. So just let them know, hey, you can either complete the document in front of me, we can sign and notarize it, or you can go home and complete the document and call me when you're ready. And then we will notarize the document. But do not put your stamp on any document that is not completed. Don't listen to, I'm going to finish it when I get home. Don't do that. All right? Another thing, and I've seen that. Do not, I repeat, do not notarize any document if the person do not have a valid ID. The most common government issued ID, driver's license or passport. If they do not have those, then how are you able to identify who they are? So anyone can come to you and bring you a piece of paper with a name on it. Be like, hey, this is me, this is who I am. Yeah, but do you have a proof of ID? No, I do not. So why will I notarize your document? Do not notarize any document if the person is not able to provide you with a valid form of identification. It's simple as that. Every now and then you'll get clients that have expired ID. In regard to the expired ID, I know every state is different, but here in the state of Massachusetts, I am able to use a credible witness. A credible witness is pretty much somebody who is taking an oath. Pretty much, they are pretty much acknowledging. They are pretty much saying that, okay, this person is who they say they are. So, the ID might be expired. You have the next person with a valid ID, because you cannot use a credible witness if the credible witness ID is expired. Like, please don't do that. You have to be able to verify them as well. And pretty much they will just state that the person is who they say they are, and then you will just document that in your journal. And you will document like what you use for identification on your notary certificates, right? So that's one way you can go about that. But majority of the time, you do not notarize a document where there is no valid ID. It's simple as that. All right. And another thing that notaries should not be doing, right? You should not be going to appointments if you are not keeping a journal. I know not every state requires you to keep a journal, but it will be smart on your part to keep a journal of everything you notarize. It's good to keep that record in case, something comes up later on where you have to provide your journal to the state or for any court purposes. So it's always good to keep a journal. So please do not get into the habit of not documenting your appointments, not documenting the type of notary act that you are committing. Because I've been to a couple appointments here where I would pull out my journal and the client would look at me as if I'm doing something wrong. And then, I'll ask them questions, and I remember this one time the client was like, I've had a couple notaries and I've never had to sign a journal. Like, I had a couple notaries prior to you, I've never had to sign a journal. They didn't check my ID. So it's stuff like that, it's the basic stuff that is necessary. All right. So if you are just starting out, please do not do what I just suggest that you don't do. All right. So now, enough with the don'ts. What should every notary public out there be doing? Like, first and foremost, what you should do as a notary, you identify the signer. Yes, you check for an ID, a valid ID. Identifying the signer at all time. I don't care if they said I am who I am, but I need to see an ID. Like, simple as that. So you must identify the signer. All right. You must keep a journal. Keep a journal even if your state do not require it. It's going to help you out in the long run if you keep a journal. Right? And another thing that you must do as a notary public, you must hold on, because I'm over here parking and I don't like when people's walking by my car like that. So I just lost my train of thought. All right, so you must keep a journal. You must identify the signer, right? And the next thing that I will say is you must be honest. Yeah, no, yeah, you must be honest, because think about it. As a notary public, you're appointed by your state governor, by the Secretary of State. So if you're running a business, if you're running a notary business, and you are being dishonest with people, should you even be a notary? Do you think you deserve to be a notary if you are being dishonest with people? You are pretty much you are there to provide a service to the public. So why would anyone be using your service if you are being dishonest? All right. So another thing that you must do as a notary is you have to make sure, listen to me here, you have to make sure if there's more than one parties involved signing any type of document, that both of them are doing it at their own free will. You do not want to be in a situation, and if you find yourself in a situation where you're at an appointment and one person is fine with signing and the other person is not, guess what? Stop the appointment. Let them know that, hey, you cannot continue this appointment based off the fact that, the second signer is not willingly signing the documents. Do not notarize any document where you see that one person is very uncomfortable with signing, as if they are being pressured to sign the document. At that point, you can just end the appointment. That's it. You don't have to go much into detail. Just end the appointment, because clearly something is wrong. So just some stuff that you need to keep in mind when you are out and about, when you are conducting appointments. And always remember that your one of your primary duties is to pretty much detect fraud. It's you meet with the client. They tell you, hey, I need to get this document here signed and notarized. And halfway through the document, one client say, I'm not signing. And the other one saying, yeah, no, you're signing this. Or you have to sign. You have to sign. At that point, just get up and walk out. Just end the appointment in the nicest way possible. All right. So that's just some of my quick do's and don'ts as a notary public. I'm about to get back on the road. I just wanted to, jump on here right quick because, that's something I've been noticing that's been happening. When I go to an appointment, people's like, oh, the last person didn't identify who I was, or the last person didn't have me sign a journal, or the last person, the last person that came, they didn't mind that I signed with a expired license and whatnot. My advice to you all: just follow your state guideline. Whatever your state says that you can and cannot do, that's what you need to follow. Don't worry about what somebody else is doing in a different state. Every state is different. Follow your state guideline and conduct your business professionally. Hope you guys have a great day. I'm about to get back on this road. Hope you guys be safe.